guys, I'm having like too much fun in my life right now. I am amazed that I get to experience this version of reality. It's absolutely mesmerizing. It's unbelievable. It's magical. And I feel as though I have legit cracked the code. I have legit hacked the matrix. I know the ways that I've done this. These are going to be some steps that I'm going to give you all today. If you're still thinking that your reality sucks, right? I get a ton of messages from people daily that are like, oh my God, I've read the book, or oh my God, I've been watching your videos, and things still aren't going well, and I don't know what to do. Help me. Here's the thing about it. It's really, really, really simplistic, easy stuff, but you must absolutely be consistent with it. And you can't follow the formula for a day or two and then on the third day be like, wait a second, this isn't working. I guess I'm just destined for, a sucky reality. For me, this whole lifeline that I'm on now, where I am absolutely loving life. I am happy every single day. I am creative every single day. I am killing it every single day. I'm feeling as though I am tapping in to the absolute best version of reality available for me today, every single day, for probably about the last couple of years. Now, I've been transurfing for about 6 years now, and I'll be the first to admit the first 3-4 years were very, very touch and go. I would have some very good transurfing days, and then I would just completely nosedive into an induced transition because of, still not managing my pendulums properly, still being very susceptible to an induced transition, still being, my frequency constantly up and down, not safeguarding my frequency, not safeguarding my energy, and not taking consistent daily actionable steps towards that version of reality that I've chosen for myself. This sort of keeps you in a state of flux, right? Some days are good, some days are bad. And then with that comes the questioning of the knowledge. Does this really work? Is it really working? Is it all just in my head? And what it really takes is a true dedication to fueling this new version of reality that you want to experience via these things that I'm going to go over shortly. And I know this is sort of pitched, this video, in kind of like a negative way, right? Why your reality still sucks. But this is for everyone. This is for everyone, even if you're on a lifeline like I am, right? Where everything is looking awesome. Everything's looking up, things continue to evolve and exponentially get better and better and better and all that stuff. I still need to remind myself of these points to come. There's no way around it. If I get up to the lifeline that I've chosen for myself and I forget this stuff, I'll go straight back down. This is not a permanent state of being. It takes maintenance. So first, before I get into this more, I'm gonna hit it home to you at home, watching this, that dedication to maintaining a forward and upward trajectory, or a lifeline that you have reached that you want to hold on to and even evolve on that. Maintenance is absolutely key. You cannot allow yourself to go back and simply go on automatic pilot and assume that you will continue to evolve. That's not how it works. It's going to take daily maintenance and the following of these steps to come, right? Some of you have got it, some of you don't. I'm going to fill in the blanks for those of you that don't. And if you are still experiencing a version of reality that you are not 100% pleased with, this is exactly why. Before I get into this video, remember to like it, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Join us on the Facebook group, the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group, and Reality 2.0 and Tufty 2.0. Check out the links below. There are a ton of reviews on there. You can see what other people say about the courses. If you are really challenged to create a new layer of reality for yourself, this is definitely like the express lane, right? Dive in, I break it down. No, you don't have to read the book first. This is made for beginners, and it is also suitable for people that have read the book. So check those out. All right, so exactly why your reality still sucks. This is the crux of it. If you are saying to yourself, your reality still sucks, then there are always going to be elements of your reality that still sucks. And I actually got inspiration for this video from someone that messaged me and said, I've read the book multiple times. Why does my reality still suck? I was like, okay, so I definitely have to tackle this one. So 5 easy steps. I'm going to start with number 1. You are still resonating at the same frequency. Okay, so remember what Vadim Zeland says about your soul frail and how it corresponds, the frequency of your soul frail, how that corresponds to a lifeline that is specifically intended for you. So this is a very, very simple and easy way to sort of measure your movement to those higher lifelines. If you aren't where you want to be today, this is exactly because you are not totally dialed into your soul frail. Now, your soul frail is that specific little code of who you are that, you are plugged into exactly what is intended for you. This is you living with heart and mind coordination, right? And I'm going to get more into this heart and mind coordination at the very end of this video, but briefly to just line it up with the soul frail. When you are living your soul frail, this is you being exactly who you are. This is you not tailoring yourself to fit the standards of pendulums. This is you not going after false goals not intended for you. This is you living in alignment, right? Heart saying yes, mind saying yes. You're doing what you want to do. You're doing what you are good at. You are doing what you are called to do. You are living the life that you want to live. When you dial into this space more and more and more, this tunes your frequency to match up with a version of reality, a lifeline that is more suitable for you as well. So it's not about you doing things external to you to create results. It's about you doing things internal to you to create results, dialing more into that soul frail so you can naturally start to merge with that version of reality that is specifically intended for you. I'm going to drop a link below on how exactly to dial into your soul frail, and this is going to be the missing key for a lot of people. This is really what it's about. Me tuning into my soul frail is exactly how I've achieved what I've achieved so far. It is powerful. So your frequency is still the same as you could read the book, you could go into this whole realm of self-development and not see any results because you're still resonating at the same frequency. Dial into your soul frail and start tuning your frequency higher, and you will see things just start to improve, right? This is legit. This is real. 2, you continue to think about what you don't like and what you don't want. Okay, so saying again, my reality still sucks. This is exactly why your reality still sucks. Because as long as you're focused on what you don't like and what you don't want to see happen and what would be the worst case scenario and what isn't working, you are resonating with all of that stuff. And that stuff is what makes up your current layer of reality. Just like Vadim Zeland says in the book, Don't wait, compose. Don't complain, compose. Don't lament, compose. So essentially what he's saying when he advises us to compose is, as soon as your focus is on the negative of what you don't like, what you don't want, what isn't working, you are removing yourself from the opportunity to compose, take action, move in the direction of that higher lifeline. So you have to choose. It's either focusing on what you don't want or focusing on what you do want. This really is what completely eradicated my poverty mentality. I had horrible poverty mentality for a number of years, and I realized all poverty mentality really is thinking about the fear of not having money, thinking about losing money, thinking about all the negative things with money. As soon as I started focusing on the positive attributes of money and thinking about making money and spending money in a healthy way and all this stuff, and removed myself from that focal point of seeing lack and resonating with lack, this is when I actually started to move in the direction of having more money. And it's amazing. So stop thinking about what you don't like, or not even stop. Just shift your focus to what you do like, what you do want, what is working. This is what works. You don't even have to stop yourself from that negative thinking. Just shift it to the positive, right? This is really effective. 3, you are still entertaining low quality people, things, and information. Oh my God, this is where pendulums come in, right? This is where negative people in our lives, the media, focusing on negative events, all this kind of stuff. If you are not experiencing the version of reality that you want, it is time to clean your layer of reality from people, things, information, evidence that supports theories that are not good for you, right? It is now about you gathering positive information, positive material, positive evidence to support higher and better theories for yourself. This is wildly, wildly effective. 4, actionable steps to a higher lifeline are non-existent. Okay, so here's where I'm going to get a little bit tough with those of you that have messaged me still not seeing the results that you want to see in your reality. You are not taking the right steps. You are not taking any steps. Reality truly is a mirror, right? If you're sitting there on your hands, your reality is going to be sitting on its hands as well. If you are not moving, your reality is not going to be moving. If you are expressing discontent with your reality is going to express discontent with you right back, right? The way to really get the reality that you want to experience, that you want to live, you must physically move yourself towards it. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't know how to do that. And this is where, in my opinion, people become divided, right? There are the people that do, and there are the people that, for whatever reason, don't do out of fear, laziness. They simply don't know the actions to take. And I am going to give you my absolute best way to start training yourself to be one of those people that do. And this is, of course, my 30 anomalous action challenge. I will put the link below. This is you every single day for 30 days, taking one step, one actionable step, not just in your mind, something you're physically doing in reality that is in a new direction, right? Something outside of your comfort zone, something against you, one of your limiting beliefs, right? I can't do that. If you say to yourself, I can't do that, and then you show yourself that you can simply by taking one step towards it, your reality is going to agree with you 100%, and it is going to present to you more opportunities to take more steps towards that thing that you once believed that you couldn't do. This is me on these videos. This is exactly how I've gotten here. 3-4 years that people were telling me to do videos, I'm like, I can't, I'm scared, it's not meant for me, I don't know how to talk on camera, I don't know how to relay ideas on camera in a way that's going to make sense to people. And of course, at the very beginning, it was a little bit challenging. I will be the first to admit it. And you can go back and take a look at those old videos and see me struggling immensely with it, right? But I was showing my reality, at least a little bit of action, and then my reality would shoot back at me little ways that I could improve, new little things that I could do to fit into that script a little bit more. And now look at a year and a half later, 650 videos on YouTube, right? So it is about you taking actionable steps to a higher lifeline. People that are on higher lifelines are taking actionable steps daily, right? This is sort of non-negotiable. You are not going to access a higher lifeline sitting on the couch, period. So check out 30 Anomalous Action Challenge. I highly recommend it. I took the challenge myself and Transurfing TV came out of it, right? So it does give you absolute concrete results. 5, you continue to stare at the mirror. So this is my last and final step. And this is, again, something that I had to learn the hard way. I now understand the value of forgetting about the mirror, right? Forgetting about what image is reflected back at me. I can peek once in a while and be like, oh, cool. I have created success doing this. I have achieved my goal. I have my world responding to what I'm presenting to it, actions, attitudes, beliefs, frequency, all that stuff. It is working. But if I stare at that image for too long, right? Oh, wow, I've gained success. Oh, wow, everything's exactly the way that I want it to be. And this is so awesome. If I do that long enough, I'm going to lose focus on what's really valuable for me to obtain that image. And that is me doing the things that I need to do to create that image in the first place. So staring at the image of the world and especially expressing discontent or wondering when it's going to change, or wondering why it isn't changing, or wondering why other people's realities are what they want them to be, but yours isn't. All of that kind of stuff, you are crystallized. You are frozen in time and space, and the mirror is frozen in time and space as well. So in order for the mirror image to change, the amalgam, what you are experiencing, your layer of reality, your world, you need to change. So just like when you stand in front of a mirror to comb your hair, you don't wait for the image in the mirror to start combing your hair. You have to take the comb or the brush and physically comb your hair, and then the image in the mirror is that of you with combed hair, right? This is so simple, but it's so powerful, and there's really no way around it. So quickly, you are still resonating at the same frequency. You continue to think about what you don't like and what you don't want. You are still entertaining low quality people, things, and information. Actionable steps towards a higher lifeline or non-existent. 30 Anomalous Action Challenge. Make it your habitual practice to take actionable steps. And then you continue to stare at the mirror. So which one are you still challenged by? I'd like to see your answer in the comments below. I want to know which one people, and I'm going to guess it's number 4, but I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're still challenged by, or have you mastered this list, right? Have you mastered this list? I definitely want to hear all about it, guys. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.